Have you ever wondered what it would feel like if your paycheck suddenly became the less important source of your income? Picture this. It's an ordinary Wednesday evening. You finish work, sit down on your couch, and open your investment app. In a few seconds, you notice something surprising. Your portfolio gained more money today than you earned during an entire day at work. No overtime, no meetings, no stress, just numbers quietly growing in the background. At first, you think it's luck, a good market day, a coincidence. But then it happens again next month, and again after that. Suddenly, a powerful realization hits you. Your money is beginning to work harder than you do. Most people spend decades chasing raises, promotions, and bigger paychecks. Yet very few ever discover the moment when the rules of the game completely change. The moment when financial freedom stops being a dream and starts becoming a mathematical reality. That moment has a name, the crossover point. And here's the crazy part. This isn't motivation. It isn't a mindset trick. It isn't one of those inspirational quotes people post online. It's an actual number that anyone can calculate. Imagine your financial life as two lines moving across a graph. One line represents your expenses, everything you spend to maintain your lifestyle. Housing, food, transportation, entertainment, insurance, vacations. The other line represents the income generated by your investments. In the beginning, the gap between those lines is huge. Your expenses dominate everything, while your investments barely move the needle. Maybe they generate enough for a coffee each month. Nothing exciting, but then something remarkable happens. Thanks to compound growth, your investment line doesn't rise in a straight line. It accelerates, slowly at first, then faster still. Eventually, the two lines meet. The day your investment income becomes larger than the amount you need to live, you've reached the crossover point. Work becomes optional. Not because you won the lottery, not because you started a billion-dollar company, but because mathematics finally caught up with your patience. Let's make this real. Suppose your annual expenses are $48,000. Using the widely known 4% withdrawal guideline, you'd need approximately $1.2 million invested for your portfolio to generate that amount. SUSTAINABLY. Now, before you click away thinking, "I'll never have $1 million," consider this question. What if the problem isn't only how much you invest? What if it's also how much you spend? Most people focus exclusively on increasing income, but reducing expenses creates a double advantage. You need less money to reach freedom, and you free up more money to invest. Let's say you lower your monthly expenses by $1,000. That single change doesn't just save you money today. It can remove hundreds of thousands of dollars from your financial independence target. Think about that for a second. A decision you make this year could potentially buy back years of your future. And here's something even more interesting. Financial freedom isn't a switch that suddenly turns on one day. Many people imagine two states, dependent and free. But reality is more like a spectrum. When your investments generate $200 a month, maybe they cover your phone bill. At $500, they cover your car payment. At $1,500, they pay for groceries and utilities. Every step gives you more flexibility, more confidence, and more control over your decisions. This is why wealthy people often seem calmer during economic uncertainty. It isn't because they know the future. It's because they have options. Of course, the journey isn't smooth. Markets crash. Recessions happen. Headlines create panic. Your portfolio will have bad years. But here's a question most people never ask. If you're investing for the next 20 or 30 years, why are you worried about what happens next month? The investors who eventually reach the crossover point aren't necessarily the smartest. They aren't always the highest earners. They're usually the people who stay consistent while everyone else gets distracted. So here's a challenge tonight. Calculate your real monthly expenses, not your estimate, the actual number. Then multiply your annual expenses by 25. That number is more than a financial target. It's a countdown clock to freedom. Every dollar you invest pushes that date closer. Every unnecessary expense pushes it further away, and one day, maybe on a random Tuesday, maybe while drinking your morning coffee, you'll open your account and realize something incredible. Your money has become your hardest working employee, and that's the day the game changes forever. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and join us for more ideas that can help you build freedom one smart decision at a time.